Okay, we're inside working on the Rizzato Califfo. Maybe you say it that way. Rizzato Califfo. Moped, motorped. I don't know how they say that in Italian. Maybe it's motobicicletta. Motocicletta? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. My Italian's a bit rusty. But this is not mine. It's just in my possession for a short period of time. And while it is, I thought I'd do a video on it. And I thought I would do a few things to help out the new owner. Of course, I was debating, should I do anything? Because really, if you own a moped or a no-ped or similar bike, you're just going to have to learn to do things for yourself. They will make some degree of mechanic out of you. It's just necessary. So anyways, first item of business today was I decided to replace this old fuel line and fuel filter because actually the fuel line was leaking at that connection, and then there was actually more of it, but at this bend it was leaking too. So it was done, and in the process I discovered that the gas was extremely old, and so I drained the tank and replaced it with this transparent fuel line. My only concern is we've got this Petcock, and you connect the fuel line to it, and here's the cylinder head, right? So, I mean, it's not touching the cylinder head. It's about maybe a ½ inch away. I'm just worried what this heat might do to this fuel line. So that would be something to keep an eye on. And then I discovered also that this is the off position. This is on, this is on, this is on, this is off. You would think that this would be off as well, but that is not the case. Off is over here. And it looks like, is this like a coupling nut here? It looks like somebody added this, and maybe this Petcock should actually be another inch or so higher, thereby eliminating this proximity between the fuel line and the cylinder head. But I will tell the new owner to keep an eye on that. And then actually my favorite part of this bike is this egg-shaped engine. I think that's pretty cool. These look like replacement pedals, and the other thing I did off camera was over here. I suspected there was no gasket between the exhaust and the cylinder because it was, I could hear it was louder at the engine right around here than it should be. So I added I guess it's a brass, maybe exhaust gasket, and that seems to have quieted it down a bit. And then I guess what we can do next is I would like to remove that spark plug and just take a peek at the plug. If possible. I think that's entirely possible. Let's see here. Just, get an idea of what we're dealing with. You never know until you look, right? What we're dealing with is an older Champion spark plug. I don't know what the correct plug is for the bike, but it seems to run okay on this one. So we've got our washer there. So I'll just maybe wipe it down a little bit, clean the threads. And the question is, do we want to take the head off? Well, let's take a peek here. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like it connects right up here, kind of like the Honda MB5. The 10 millimeter is gone missing. 1 second. So the cylinder head also connects to the frame right there, and I've removed the bolt and the nut, 13 millimeters, which was kind of odd, at least for me. And anyhow, it appears I don't want to break anything and force this out. It's kind of stuck. So I could take the frame off the engine, but you know, I don't know if I want to go through all that trouble, or maybe just loosen the frame and lift it up slightly. It would be nice to peek at the piston, but I'm going to pass on that. Let's not break anything. See, I mean, I can get this to raise up a bit, but however, it was all not in vain, because it appears, I guess maybe I should have realized this before, but somebody has painted this black. And it's not so apparent on this side, but on the other side, I think the original color was close to this orange. So we've had a bit of a modification, unfortunately. I will look for further evidence of that, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and put that bolt back in and the nuts back on, and we'll move on to something else. All right, I already lost one washer, but having done so, reminded me of this little trick. If these studs are in here and you can't hardly see them, and I'm trying to get this washer on, I can't even get my fingers in there. So I just put a washer on a small screwdriver. Then take the screwdriver, place it on the top of the stud, and slide the washer right down on top of the stud in one attempt without losing the washer. All right, and here's another tip. Sorry about the pause. Here are the original, well, maybe not original, cylinder nuts that were on there. I'm going to replace them with these coupling nuts, and I'll show you in a moment the reasoning behind. see if I can lift you up a bit. So it's difficult to get your fingers down in there to place those on. I guess I could have done the screwdriver trick with the nuts as well. But anyways, these stick up about 4 times the height. So they're easier to get to, deal with. To get a socket on, stuff like that. A lot easier to get a socket on. All right. So, I don't know. Really? Did everything just shift? How come the whole engine... Do I need to... Oh, I guess I got to put the bolt back in there. Maybe that's why she's twisting. Going to find all kinds of issues, right? So I'll get the torque wrench out in a minute, but the new owner, being new to mopeds and stuff, may not realize these little things that I'm doing that save him agony. So anyhow, it's disappointing, that this has been repainted, but let me see if I can tighten that up a bit. Let's see. Yes, much better. Anyhow, disappointing that this has been repainted. Although the paint job's not bad. It's a black. The black is kind of flat, but the original orange would have been nice. And of course they painted the rims up white too. But so be it. 1 second, please. Here's the other side of the engine. Here's the carburetor. Your basic Delorto SHA with the screen air filter right there, and then the other side of the cylinder head. Here's the front wheel, and I've adjusted the brakes. The handlebars have been changed. I tighten those down, and I don't think that's the original headlight. I don't think it had that fairing or whatever as well. So somebody's had their hands on this, which it's not terrible. And we've got the exhaust. There's the exhaust connection at the cylinder. Egg-shaped engine again, which is pretty cool. And here's the rear tire. And then this seat has been changed. I guess they were trying to make it into a cafe-style bike or something like that. So, headlight and taillight work. We do need brake light switches and cables, or at least one. So the brake light doesn't work, but the tail light does. So we got a little reflector underneath for added safety, and some other items. Is there supposed to be a connection between these? I guess you could run a bolt through there. I don't know. Why are we... that's just a little... It's solid. So... there you have it. Here is the was it Rizzato Califfo in full view. It's a little cold out today, but I think I'm going to take it for a little ride, because I'm going to turn it over to the new owner here soon, and I'm filming this in reverse. I did the stuff inside the garage earlier, but the frame and the gas tank and the forks were a brilliant orange at one time, which is no longer the case, unfortunately, but black looks pretty good. We'll get a front shot. Here's a shot of the headlight and the front wheel. That looks pretty good. The riding position's kind of low. We'll see how that works out, but it's a very light moped, super light. I mean, I don't know, I'd have to guess maybe 75 pounds. It is ridiculously light. Maybe even lighter than that, I don't know. So I'll switch it around here so you see the other side. Still has a little bit of a fuel leak at the carb somewhere. I thought the fuel line would the new fuel line would take care of that, but maybe the carb just needs cleaned out. I'm not sure. Maybe it just needs a new float bowl gasket. Hard to say. Or maybe just there's some dirt in the seat. I don't know. But anyhow, still a really nice bike overall. And oh, it needs some mirrors too. I wonder if it has mirror mounts and a brake light switch, but I'll leave that to the new owner. So there you have it, the Rizzato Califfo. Pretty cool bike, and I wouldn't mind having one of my own someday, with maybe the original handlebars and seat and the original paint job. But that egg-shaped engine is really cool. So is that exhaust. And the fact that it's super light, I mean, it's ridiculously light. It's easy to lift up and carry around. So, you know, might have some potential for speed. Who knows? So, anyhow, thanks for watching. Oh, I forgot. I guess I should do a quick start here. The Rizzato Califfo, will it start? Not only does it start, but it starts in a hurry. Thanks for watching.